Okay, look at verse 23. John 19:23. Now it's 9:57. Then the soldiers, when they had crucified Jesus, took his garments, and they made 4 parts, each soldier's part with a tunic, and the tunic was without seam. And we know that story. And basically, the casting lots fulfilled Psalm 22 and Isaiah 53. Remember I said Jesus is up there clicking off the fulfillment of Scripture. God watches over his word and will fulfill every part of it. And if he fulfilled every part of the death, burial, and resurrection of Christ, there are thousands of verses that have yet to be fulfilled that God is still watching over. And that's what makes Bible prophecy so exciting, but I'm not teaching on that this week. Surprised all of you, didn't you? You always think I teach on Revelation. I don't. Number 5, look at verse 25. Our good shepherd is full of compassion. And that's what we already read. Jesus, and there stood by the cross of Jesus his mother and his mother's sister, Mary, the wife of Clopas, and Mary Magdalene. And when Jesus saw his mother and the disciple whom he loved stand there, he said, and that's one of the words from the cross, and he said to the disciple, behold your mother. And from that hour the disciple took her to his own home. And by the way, he stayed. John kept on taking care of Mary. He took her to Ephesus. John pastored after Paul, after Timothy. John pastored the church in Ephesus, the largest church of the ancient world. Eusebius said it had 50,000 people, and John wrote to them, the gospel by John, and it went to the whole world. Then he wrote the epistles by John, and then he wrote the book of the Revelation, recorded what Jesus said and sent it to them. And Mary ended up dying in his care and is buried there in Ephesus. Jesus cared for others even at death. When he was in immense pain, when he was suffering, when he was bleeding to death, he was full of compassion. And guess what? The most repeated emotion of Jesus in the 89 chapters of the Gospels, do you know what it is? Compassion. Splanchnoi. It's the word for being moved in your stomach. It's kind of like that feeling we get. Jesus was viscerally, he was moved with compassion.